Oh man, I just figured out how to get the air rack updated. Boy, I am so sorry that it took this much time to get it done, but let me show you guys. Well, first of all, welcome back. Hopefully everyone's being safe. There's some bad storms out there in the Midwest, lower Ohio Valley. So let me just get Say Intention started here. So go live. Okay, that's good. And let me just update YouTube's, and then yeah, we finally got it updated, and it's so stupid. They really are. Like they expect us to know this kind of stuff offhand. They are some dumb motherfuckers, let me tell you. I think I can cuss now. It's been over 30 seconds since I've been live. Supposedly, YouTube don't like it if you cuss within the first 30 seconds. I'm almost ready to show you guys. I'm just about done getting this set up here. Hopefully everybody's having a good Monday night. Like I said, welcome back to the stream. If you tuned in earlier and we couldn't get going, let me show you guys. Okay, so if you have Navigraph and you have V2 for the 777, I'm guessing it's going to be the same for the 200 as the 300. When you go into add-on mapping, right, and you look at the folder, okay, it has STSFF nav data. Okay, this part is correct. STSFF nav data. Okay, if you go to their booklet, it says the same thing as well. Sim folder, custom data, right? Well, my friends, that is not where that folder is located. When you download the airplane, it's in a whole different place. So no wonder the nav wasn't working. Fuck off, guys, for real. Like, I'm going to get on the forums later and update people with the real on how to do this. So right now, if you download this airplane, right now, it's under resources. If you go into resources, and then you go to plugins, and then custom data, you'll see that STSFF, I think is what it is, STSFF. Yeah, STSF. So what you'll do is just cut the folder, go back up to custom data, and put the folder, paste it in custom data, explain custom data. Then when you run the updater, it'll work. So that's what I did, and it is now, when I load it up, it was working. So we're going to launch X-Plane again and give this another try. Maybe we'll get to start the engines tonight. I don't know. You know, I guess it really depends if we can get everything on the ground taken care of. You know, loading up the airplane. Like, I want to try to do as much as I can on the ground before we take off. Like, I want to get everything loaded up, but yeah, that was difficult last time. Hopefully this time will be better. I know for sure the nav, I checked the nav before I went back live tonight, so I know for sure it's working. And if anybody says this is a bad symbol, y'all can fuck off. You can just go watch somebody else. This is not a bad symbol. This means okay. I don't know what gay KKK shit this, I don't know. I've heard rumors that this means like something racial. I don't fucking know. I'm 48 years old. I've been using this my whole life for okay. Just like I do this for number 3. Some people do this. I do this. Some people do this. I do this. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, come on. Let's load up, baby. Come on. We've been sitting in this seat for a while now. Let's do it. First thing we'll do, we'll get the batteries turned on and the exterior power. We have the upgraded engine. All right, I'm not worried about co-pilot talk and shit like that right now.
Secondary external power switch.
All right, preliminary power, primary power on. ADIRU. Go pilot. Hello, first officer. How are you, first officer? Maybe we need to set that up again. Oh, I wanted to try to upload documents to this. Like, I think I can upload pictures and shit here. All right, pilot utility, no. Simulation. Voice recognition. Okay. First officer, how are you? First officer.
Sir.
How are you today? All right, let's get the radios turned on. All right, here we go. Here's the real test right now. Watch this. Bam, bitch! Look at that. Jepson 2604. We got it correct. Yes, sir. Fuck off, bitch. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's get what we need to load it in here. Graphics, airplane, pilot utilities, no. 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 Initialize flight. Data from SimBrief. Briefing, flight plan overview. Okay, that looks good. Fuel. Very cool. All right, that's cool. So it just brings in we don't have that access yet. All right, let's see if we can talk to the ground. We got to get the ground crew.
Sir, you need to establish communications with the crew by saying hello first. Sir, you need to establish communications with the crew by saying hello first.
Yeah, I know I can do it from up here. right, let's see here. Ground crew.
Yes, sir.
Fuel right.
You are good to start the fueling.
Would have loved to.
We are ready here for the loading.
Another time might work.
What? All right, let's come up here and see what we can figure out for fuel and shit. An airplane, weight and balance. Bill from SimBrief. All right, we need to adjust our center of gravity. It's not correct. We need to either adjust our people or
You may board the aircraft now.
Boarding now.
We are ready for you to load the catering on board.
Fine.
You are good to start the loading.
Got it.
all right, let's get our route put in here. So we have OERK. To OTHH. We have QTR 1173. Departure, runway. I think it's still 15, right? That's what we're going with now, unless they tell us something different. Okay, OTA L2B. There we go. Index, and the arrival is going to be Lab 1L. ILS 34 right. All right, after takeoff, we have Otali, we have M440 to SITIR. ER, my bad. Then we have Ladvo to T142. And that goes direct to Lab. Let's activate this. Let's go to legs. Let's get rid of this discontinuity here. Then Lab. We have Ladbo. And we have T142. All right, we'll just plug in LA EEB. Vectors are okay. All right, RTE data. Let's get the wind request. Let's see how loading is going. Good. I guess I'll use say intentions tonight. Let's find out what ATIS is. Let me activate say intentions. I found that fix all on my own, by the way. Like, that was trial and error. I can't believe that they had it in the wrong place. All right, we have 127.15 is... Zero 1 5, no 1 5.
Information Whiskey. King
Information
Khaled
Whiskey.
International Airport. Information Whiskey. 0,000 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 33 left, 33 right. Wind calm. Visibility 4. Broken at 4,000.
All right, clearance is 121.7. Oh no, that's clearance for delivery. We can go to ground, I guess. No, we'll try clearance. Qatar 1173 IFR to Doha with Information Whiskey.
Stand by, you're number 1. Qatar 1173, King Khaled clearance, cleared to Hamad via the Hotel 2 Delta departure, then as filed, runway 33 right, initial climb to 6,000, departure on 119.75 squawk 6525.
Cleared to Hamad via the Hotel 2 Diego departure, 6,000, then 37,000, 10 minutes after departure, squawk 119.75, squawk 6525, Qatar 1173.
Qatar 1173, read back correctly, ground will be on 121.6.
Standby is okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Qatar Airways Flight 1173, departing from King Khaled International Airport to Hamad International Airport. On behalf of the entire crew, including myself, Khadija, and my colleagues Ahmed and Fatima, we are delighted to have you with us today. Please take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, do not hesitate to reach out to any member of our crew. Sit back, relax, and enjoy our award-winning hospitality and the premium Q-Suite experience. Thank you for choosing Qatar Airways.
I think I can get him to turn those passenger seats on too. Let's see here. I wonder why it sounds so bad. Boy, that wind is terrible, dude. Turn that off for now. Jesus. All right, what are we cruising up to tonight? Oh yeah, and we gotta choose a new runway too. Shit. So runway 33 right. Let's do that first. Okay, 2 Delta. Legs. Okay, after Otali. Nope. After Otali, then it's M 440. Then to S. Okay. Okay. Now we should be going up to 33,000 feet. All right, 33,000. All right, let's get this set up here. All right, what's our gross weight? Come on, camera system. Okay, runway weight is 491,700 pounds. We have 491.7. In the reserves, we have 18.2. Cruising altitude is going to be 33,000 feet. Cost index is 111.
Sir, we have completed loading the luggage.
CDU com page button.
Thanks.
How can I help you? I am here.
Please disconnect the passenger stairs.
On my way. Can I help you with anything else?
No thanks.
Listening?
Please disconnect the shocks.
Yes. Anything else?
Yes, sure.
Yes, sir. Listening?
Please disconnect the left ground power.
Gladly. Anything else?
Of course.
Listening?
Please disconnect the right ground power.
Roger. Can I help you with anything else?
No thanks.
Would you like something?
Hello, this is the captain.
Are we still loading, really? All right, let's finish this up here. Well, this is definitely different than PMDG. I gotta say that, man. This is gonna be a little bit to learn, man. It's gonna be fun. All right, let's loading page. Oh, they're still loading. Okay. All right, performance. Copy FMC data. Conditions dry. Wind right now is 330 by 02. Outside temperature right now is 26 degrees. And pressure we have 2977. All right, takeoff. Flaps 5. Anti-ice off. All right, that looks okay. Calculate. All right, can we send this over to... No, I guess not. Okay. All right, so we have... Wow, 77. Is that really correct? Guess so. All right, 77. Let's see, what if we derate one? Let me see. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do 50. Let's do takeoff 1. Okay, takeoff. Runway wind again is 230. 02. And slope. Wow, did they put the slope information in automatically? No, it's not correct. It's up 0.2. Alright, very good. Reference altitude. Okay. It's 26 outside right now. And looks like we're doing flaps 5. Oh, wow. Center of gravity doesn't go in automatically. That's interesting. That's new. I'm not used to seeing that. All right, we have 142. 145. 150. All right, center of gravity. 37.4. Trim 2.75.
Captain, note the load sheet.
I am here. Yes, sir?
Please disconnect the passenger stairs.
Of course, sir. Anything else?
No thanks.
I am
We are all
here.
good.
Yes, sir.
And do we have any doors open? All right, left front door is still open, so let's get that closed.
Please close this door.
Definitely. Would you like something?
Please close this door.
Of course, sir. Sir.
Close doors.
All doors are closed.
VHF center transmitter selector switch.
All right, I think we are okay to back up, I think. Yeah, let's set the pressure. Was it 29.77? It's 1008. All right, I think we're okay for a pushback. Let's get our pushback machine up here. Let's look at the airport map. Wow, look at that. That's cool. Wow. That's dope as hell. All right, let's get clearance for pushback. We have 121.6. Qatar 1173, gate 508 Charlie, request push and start. Hey, what's up, Darren? How you doing, buddy?
Qatar 1173, push and start approved. Face southeast.
Push and start approved, face southeast, Qatar 1173. I'm doing much better now that I'm actually able to get this airplane to work. I had the hardest time getting the air rack cycle to update properly, and I don't think it was any fault of my own. I'll explain. If you're still here in like 10 minutes after we take off, I'll explain. All right, I got to get this. Man, this sound is so bad. Hang on a second. This bleed sound is so bad. All right, let's start pushing back. So he said face southeast. So that would be that way. So we need nose to the left, I guess.
Already up here. Start pushback, please.
Sir, we can't push you back like this. Some ground equipment is still connected.
Oh, wow. All right, well, let's call the ground crew.
We are ready for ground personnel.
Will do. How can I help you?
Oh, we still have fuel to the left.
Listening?
Please disconnect the fuel truck on the left side.
No problem. Can I help you with anything else?
No,
Not
I
at
think
this
we're okay.
time.
All right, let's try pushing back now. King,
Already up here. Start pushback, please.
we're flying from Riyadh.
Captain, we can't push back while equipment is connected.
Fuck, man. They're still connected. We're flying from Riyadh to Qatar. Or to Doha, actually. It's one of the shortest
I am
flights
here.
I could... Oh, man, we still have... All right, can we just do all the stuff at one time? Yeah, here we go. Remove equipment.
Ground equipment is no longer needed. Please remove
Yeah,
it.
it's only like an hour and a
On it,
half in
sir.
the air. I started this around 6 o'clock tonight, but it took me over an hour to be able to update the AirX system.
Pushback, please.
Set the brakes now, please.
We are ready for pushback.
Set parking brake, please.
Brakes are set.
Whoa, what is that up top there? What in the hell is that? It's got like flight path vectors and... All right, how are you pushing us back? I don't see anybody pushing us. Oh, that's a pushback thing. Oh, no shit. This is for pushback.
We changed our mind. We will not be needing the pushback.
No!
Sure.
No!
Guys, we are ready for the pushback.
Set parking brake, please.
Brakes are set.
My day was good. Yeah. Went by a little too quick, but overall, day was good. All right, I'm not sure why they're not pushing us back. I don't know if I need to pause it real quick and check what the manual says, or... Yeah, like nothing here is working. Oh, these are different parking views. Oh, that's interesting. All right, fuck this.
I am sorry. Change of plan.
We're just gonna do
is not needed.
GP. We're just gonna do this one here, like we usually do.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Oh, I'm ready, baby.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Wonder if I can have him set the speed to 150. Let me see here. First officer.
Sir.
Set the speed to 165. That should have worked. Oh, okay. First officer, set speed 165
all doors
knots.
and hatches are closed.
First officer's
Ready to
ND
connect.
mode selected. Unknown response.
Set speed 165 knots. All right, so that didn't work. Not yet, at least. Let me see what our heading is for takeoff. Maybe he can change our heading. First officer.
Sir. Nothing to set, sir.
Set heading to 327. All right, whatever, bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, I, the captain, would like to welcome... Ladies and gentlemen, I, the captain, would like to welcome you on board this FlightFactor aircraft. My first officer and I hope you have a lovely and safe flight on this modern Boeing 777 airplane.
What are we waiting on, guys? I mean, what the fuck? That coffee was good.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Thank you.
Oh, it didn't save our seats from last time. Shit. Yeah, I had seats saved. Once we get up in the air and we're airborne, I'm going to show everybody again where you need to go to update your AirX cycle, because the instructions are correct. If you look in the manual, but it's not correct the way it's downloaded initially into the system. All right, that's good enough for now. I can save more seats later. Let's get engine number 1 on.
Toga.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Oh, they got music in the cabin there. That's cool.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Why am I fucking hung up on this seat, man? What the fuck? Right, let's lock that door again. Let's lock you again. Guess the fuel pump should have been on a little bit ago.
Disconnected and bypass pin has been removed.
Good thing the engine still started.
See you next time and have a safe flight.
Taxi lights on. Flaps 5. First officer. Oh, wonder why I can't hear the first officer anymore. First officer. First officer. Very weird. It was working. First officer. Very strange that it's not working now. Alright, trim is set. Let me look at our voice commands real quick. Yeah, it's on there. Hey, what's up, Oogie Boogie? How you doing, buddy? Oh, good, you're back? Alright, very good. Yeah, I don't know why the first officer's not working now. First officer? Let me make sure I have the button. Maybe, oh, you know what? Maybe the button's not set anymore. Hang on one second. Voice recognition. Oh, it didn't. Okay, let me resave this. No, joystick. Yeah, see, start recognition. It's on there. First officer. I don't know why first officer's not working. First officer, are you there? First officer?
Yes, sir.
Ah, there we go. Taxi lights on. Okay. You're making me look bad, first officer. Flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
Yeah. All right, let's try this. Auto brake RTO. First officer.
Sir, it is already so.
Put the taxi lights on. First officer.
How can I help? As it is now, sir.
Put the taxi lights on. Man. All right, let's try this again. I'm almost done trying to give him commands off the fly. I may have to just start reading through this before it actually works in. But let me just see what taxi lights are. Okay, here we go. Let me try that. First officer.
How can I help? Nothing to say, sir.
Taxi light switch on.
Taxi light switch on.
There we go. Okay. All right, let's get clearance for taxi. Qatar 1173, gate 508. Charlie, ready to taxi with information whiskey.
Qatar 1173, runway 33 right, taxi via Delta Victor Golf.
Runway 33 right via Delta Victor Golf, Qatar 1173.
Would you like something?
Get ready, we are taking off.
Sure thing.
All right, parking brakes are off. Oh yeah, let me see how we can I don't know if we need to arm the speed breaker or not, but let me just... I think I can get him to do that. Arm speed brake.
Arm speed brake.
Yeah, that's one of those things where he'll just do it. Hey, first officer. First officer, can you tell me a joke? First officer.
Sure.
Please tell me a joke.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Qatar Airways Flight 1173, departing from King Khaled International Airport to Hamad.
Hey, Chad, handle comms on takeoff, please.
Flight time is approximately 55 minutes. We kindly ask you to pay close attention to the upcoming safety demonstration, as it contains important information, even for our frequent flyers. Please
Hopefully the
fasten your
sound is a
seatbelts
little
while
better
inserting
tonight than it
metal
was
tape into the buckle and pull the strap to tighten.
last night. Hopefully it's not crackling like it
The
was.
seatbelt must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated.
I think it's okay now.
Seat backs and tray tables are in the upright position, and window blinds are open for takeoff and landing. Mobile phones and electronic devices must be set to flight mode, and larger devices should be securely stowed. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes are prohibited on board, including in the lavatories. Oxygen masks will drop automatically if needed. Pull the mask firmly, place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normally. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. Life vests are located under your seat. Put it on, fasten it, and inflate it only after leaving the aircraft. Floor-level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit, which is clearly marked. In case of evacuation, please leave all personal belongings behind and follow crew instructions immediately. If any electronic device becomes hot or shows signs of damage, inform a crew member right away. The safety information card in your seat pocket
Thank you, Darren.
contains all details
Yeah, may the
that
force
use
be with me.
protection.
Yo, Greg, I'll handle the comms for takeoff.
Yeah, this is like, I'm kind of intimidated actually a little bit by this airplane. There's so much in this airplane that is not in anything I've ever flown. Like, yeah, it's wild, man. I thought I could get him to set the heading, but maybe not. I know there's a way to do it.
K3 1173, contact tower on 118.6.
Oh, there's our load sheet that just came off the printer.
Switching to tower on 118.6, Qatar 1173. King Khaled Tower, Qatar 1173. Good morning, holding short 33 right, ready for departure.
Landing lights on.
Qatar 1173, heavy King Khaled Tower, runway 33 right, winds calm, clear for takeoff.
First officer,
How can I help?
landing lights on.
Runway 33 right, cleared for takeoff. Qatar 1173, heavy.
All right, that must not be the right command, so all right, we'll continue to play with it.
Approaching 3 right. Approaching runway 3 right.
Heading 337. Selected.
On runway 3 right.
All right, for takeoff, we have Odal 2D, which is 20E 23E. This one right here. All right, we can complete that. Now we can go complete, and we should be able to see this now. Total, and it should be the same one I'm looking at here. Yes, it is. All right, very good. Let's close this out. However, I close this out. Can I click on the same hotspot? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let me see what this thing is here real quick. What do they print out here? Oh, our load sheet. Look at that. That's cool, man. All right, let's get out of here.
Auto throttle
On runway 33 right.
Takeoff power set.
Remaining 13,200 feet.
Speed's alive. 100 knots. Cross-checked. V1.
V1.
Positive rate. Landing gear up.
Qatar 1173, contact departure.
Riyadh final departure, Qatar 1173. Good morning, climbing through 3000.
Qatar 1173, heavy. Riyadh final departure, radar contact. Climb via descent to flight level 230.
1000 to go.
Climb via descent to flight level 230, Qatar 1173. Heavy.
Flaps up.
Flaps up. Autopilot brakes. Autopilot engaged. Autopilot engaged switch.
Flaps up.
It is already so.
Whoa, why are we at 300 miles?
Qatar 1173, heavy. Speed below 250 knots.
What in the fuck?
Auto throttle in speed mode.
Speed below 250 knots, Qatar 1173.
Wow. That was interesting.
Altitude 10,800 feet. Selected.
First officer,
Sir.
set altitude for 3,000 feet. All right, I am going to get this one right. Let me look at the list of commands real quick. Yeah, that's it. Set altitude to 3,000 feet. Set altitude to 3,000 feet. It's very windy. First officer,
Sir.
set altitude for 23,000 feet. Unless I have to give him command of the MCP. You have the MCP.
My MCP.
Set altitude for 23,000 feet.
30,300 feet.
Close enough.
Altitude 29,300 feet. Check.
Alright, close enough, buddy. That's interesting. I have the MCP.
Altitude 23,000 feet. Check.
It's a nice plane. It's a big learning curve, man. Man, it's a big learning curve. Wow, it's almost a little intimidating because the tablet, this thing is fucking crazy. Like this part, I'm very familiar with, like this part of the tablet, but like everything else here, like the airplane, the like all this kind of stuff. External services simulations, a lot to learn. I like that there's a lot of click spots. Wherever there's a screw, you can click on something, like down here.
Heading to course.
Surprised we didn't get dinged for not completing the checklist.
Pre-flight checklist.
Oxygen. Tested 100%.
Tested 100%.
Flight instruments.
Set.
Heart rate. Set.
Disarm, speed brake. Speed brake, disarm. Speed brakes down. Whoa, we're only at 6,000 feet still. What the fuck? I just noticed that.
Level change. Auto throttle in thrust mode. VNAV speed. Thrust reference.
Holy shit. I just realized we were still... That's crazy. I was like, man, I didn't realize that 23,000 feet was so close to the ground over in Saudi Arabia. I'm like, damn, that is something new. All right, let's save the rest of these seats here. We only have 2 more seats to save. Guess we'll save one like here. That'll be control 2. We're gonna make this plane a regular, man. We're gonna be flying this plane pretty often, I think.
Is now permitted in flight mode. Our cabin service will begin shortly. Thank you for your attention and enjoy your flight with.
Once I start getting more comfortable with a lot of the commands that I can give him, I already emailed myself a list of the commands. It's 103 pages long.
Qatar 1173, heavy, resume normal speed, no speed restrictions.
Resuming normal speed, no speed restrictions. Qatar 1173.
What can I do for you?
I don't really need anything, actually. This plane took off really easily. Like, I was not really expecting it to take off as easily as it did. So that's our purser down here on the bottom right. And then, oh, I don't know if you can see it past my face. But, no, I don't want the blinds up now. Yeah, that's our first officer down on the bottom right, and then the purser, I guess.
Qatar 1173, contact Riyadh control on 126.0.
Contacting Riyadh control on 126.0. Qatar 1173. Riyadh control, Qatar 1173. Good morning, flight level 170 for flight level 230.
Qatar 1173, Riyadh control identified. Good morning.
Heading to course. Flight level 330 set.
You know, him saying all that stuff, I think that's one of the settings I have turned on. I don't mind him saying it. Riyadh control, Qatar 1173 requesting new cruising altitude of 3,000 feet.
Qatar 1173, climb flight level 330.
Very good. All right. Now we're good.
Climb climbing flight level 330, Qatar 1173.
All right, we are just about finished our departure.
Heading to course.
We need that one. And 21.4. Okay, that's all good. Pretty cool. It's crazy. It's crazy how much stuff was on this thing. Oh, I should have gone here. Ground crew, hatches, remove equipment. Oh, I could have just gone here. All right, so next time we'll look for captain's commands. General failures. Oh, that's cool. They got different scenarios. Wow.
Heading to course.
There was something I saw in here. Yeah, interactions. There was something I saw where I could, like, get him to... Oh, yeah, it's up top in the corner here. That's right, right up here. You can do all these, like, preliminary, power up, before start, engine start, taxi. Like, he'll walk you through everything. And then you just play it, and, like, he'll walk you through everything. That's pretty cool. Like, if you don't want to give him commands.
$1,000 to go. VNAV path, auto throttle in speed mode. Heading 107 selected.
All right, so let's pretend that we are gonna be landing on the runways that we talked about. So let's go to charts. We have ILS.
Dear guests, the cabin crew will now begin the snack and beverage service. We invite you to enjoy our delicious Arabic mezze and refreshing beverages from our menu.
336. Okay.
Selected items from the Qatar Airways shop will be available for your convenience. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy your flight with us.
$10 miles. 15 miles.
Qatar 1173, contact Jeddah Control on 132.9er.
Jeddah Control, Qatar 1173. Good morning, maintaining flight level 330.
All right, so Orlac is over 21,000 feet.
Jeddah Control identified Airline.
Lagma. Don't see Lagma anywhere. Yeah, all that looks good. Okay, here's Kidnap. Kipik. Dasik is down. Purin, Somat. Kipik. Somat. Puritan. There's Dasik. Okay, let's get rid of that vector. After Eczema. Okay, so let's set Goki at 13,000. Wait a minute. Sitter, Labdil, Labe, Eczema. Where's the rest of our approach? Oh, okay, we're coming in from down here. Okay. All right, I think it's okay. 15,000. Nova is 6,000. Kidnap is... All right, this is wrong. Kidnap is 220 knots. That's 6,000. We got 8 miles to get down. 8, 16, 24. All right, so a steep descent's okay. And Dazik is still 220. Okay, so that looks okay. Let's see here, forecast for descent.
Heading to course.
All right, so far so good, man. This nice little airplane. Let's see if he'll set left heading or right heading, left heading 079. First officer.
How can I help?
Set left heading 078.
Map white control. 0.
Close enough, buddy. Close enough, pal. All right, let's tell them we're cruising right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently cruising at our assigned altitude. The weather outside is acceptable and we should make our destination at just about the scheduled time. I hope you are enjoying your flight on this awesome flight.
That's very interesting. We couldn't really, we couldn't hear him anymore. I love the fact that we have to continually, like, that we have to update these things to talk to people. This is fucking awesome. You never have to do this in a game. I mean, in a plane. Game, plane, same thing. Freaking amazing. All right, normal traffic. We're looking at 73 miles till top of descent.
Hey, Captain Greg, would you like anything to drink or a small snack while we're cruising?
Yeah, that'd be great. I'll take a lemon lime Gatorade, please.
Understood, Captain. I'll bring a lemon lime Gatorade to the flight deck now.
Then they have all these options here. Avionics, like everything for the EFB. Like, you can change up here as well. Look at all this. It is just like never... You can sit here for days and just do nothing but look at this and play with it. And, like, it's just crazy how much stuff they have in here. Absolutely wild. The airplane itself sounds really good. But what a good company FlightFactor is, man. This is an awesome airplane. Okay, so let me show you what I was talking about earlier, guys, about... let me share my screen. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so here is one of their documents. This one's 96 pages long. This one tells you where to update your nav, right? Custom data, STSFFF, blah, 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 right? Well, when you first download the airplane, that folder, the STSFF nav data, that's going to be, if you go into, and I found this out on my own. Nothing online helped me with this. This is partly why it took me so long. But go under resources, go under plugins, go under custom data, and that folder was sitting right here. So what I did was I cut it from here, went back up to the beginning, and then put it under custom data here. After I did that, I went to Navigraph, and then I made sure that the folder was correct, and then I just updated it, and from there on out it worked fine. Yeah, see this one here, this one's 528 pages, and it is full of information. It is wild how much information they got in here. Tells you what every little thing is. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. There's so much stuff to learn in this airplane. Yeah, we're definitely going to be flying this thing at least once a week. I think we're going to do like FlightFactor Friday or 777 Thursday or something like that. I was going to do this flight yesterday, but we wound up doing the other one instead, which is fine. That was a fun flight too. All right, so right now they're working off Information Tango at Hamad International. Runways 34 right and left. Okay, so that's good. QNH 1005. Temperature 99. First officer.
Yes, sir.
Set altitude for 3,000 feet. They may not do it because I think I have control of the MCP. Yep, that's all right. I'll take care of it. We got top of descent coming up here in a moment.
Flight.
Let me look at something real quick. Let me look at sounds. Let's get rid of environments.
Set. Heading 085. Set.
Now it's interesting that Say Intentions hasn't started descending us or telling us about it.
We have a passenger refusing to sit down. It started when the passenger became agitated after being asked to return to their seat during the beverage service. I'm currently assessing the situation. Report back shortly.
Understood, Khadijah. Please do your best. We are going to begin descent in just a couple of minutes. We'll get on the ground as quick as possible.
Guard me, Captain. I will prepare the cabin for descent now.
VNAV path. Auto throttle. Auto throttle hold. Auto throttle in speed mode.
Pan, 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 pan. This is Qatar 1173. We have an unruly passenger. We are beginning our descent into Doha now.
Qatar 1173, descend via Lab 1 Lima to 3500 into Hamad, QNH 1005.
LATV 1 Lima to 3,500.
Let me give him the controls for the MCP and see if he'll do it.
1173.
You have control of the MCP. Oh, you have control of the MCP.
Copy, Captain. Preparing the cabin for arrival now.
First officer,
Sir,
you have control of the MCP.
utility power switch. Engaged.
You have the MCP.
I have control of the MCP.
There we go. Set altitude 3,500 feet. First officer,
How can I help?
set altitude for 3,500 feet. See, if I can figure this part out, then I can keep the comms and have the co-pilot turn everything, and I can still do the comms and shit. But it's not, he's not doing what I want him to do. Set altitude 3,500 feet. I have the MCP.
See the menu page button. Flight level 035. Selected.
Oh yeah, we didn't do our descent checklist. Let's try this.
Descent procedure. Verify berth on the approach ref page.
Okay.
Landing flaps 30. 139 knots.
Let's try the next one.
Set the radio borrow minimums as needed. Set. Barometric mode selected. QNH. Set. Barometric selected. Set. Set. Set the auto brake selector. Set. Confirmed. Ready for the descent and approach checklists. Heading to course.
Very cool. And then it just pauses again. That's interesting. Alright, well the landing is not... That's not the correct barometric. It should be, let's do... I like radio altitude actually. Let's do radio altitude. And that's going to be 239.
Dear passengers, due to some unexpected circumstances, we have been forced to cancel our destination and proceed to our alternate airport.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that.
This is a standard procedure, and there is nothing to worry about.
Alright, fuck it. That's cool.
Jet Control, Qatar 1173. Good morning. Flight level 190 for 3500.
we don't need to move until 15,000 feet, but I am going to set this one first. So we have approach mode.
Heading to course.
1006. The engine sounds so good on this airplane, man. I might need to buy another FlightFactor plane, man. We might need to get the 757 after all. I've been trying to wait for that Bluebird to come out, but no such luck yet.
Qatari 1173, contact Doha approach on 119.725. Contacting Doha approach on 119.725, Qatari 1173. Doha approach, Qatari 1173. Good morning, flight level 160 for 3500.
Qatari 1173, heavy Doha approach identified. Good morning, expect the ILS runway 34 right approach into Hamad.
Expecting the ILS runway 34 right approach into Hamad.
Pre-flight
Qatari
checklist.
1173 heavy.
Set. VNAV app. VNAV app.
Qatari 1173, heavy, I can sequence you in better this way. Proceed direct, Hotel 911. Descend altitude 2500 feet. QNH 1005. Until established on the localizer, cleared for the ILS runway 34 right approach.
75.
Proceeding direct, HH911, descend altitude 2,500 feet, QNH 1005, cleared for the ILS runway 34 right approach, Qatari 1173.
VNAV speed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our final approach into Doha. Please turn off all electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the gate. Ensure your tray tables are put away, your seats are in their full upright position, and your seat belts are fastened. The weather in Doha is currently 29 degrees Celsius with clear visibility. Our assigned gate is Concourse E Gate 125L. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the rest of your flight with Qatar Airways.
But what kind of route do they have us going on, man? Oh, look at that. What is that? Where did that go? That was interesting. Flaps down.
It is already so.
No, it's not, bitch.
Heading to course.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
Speed brake arm.
Arm speed brake.
So some of those commands work without having to say first officer. I just need to figure out which ones I can say.
Qatar 1173, contact Hamad Tower on 118.025.
Hamad Tower, Qatar
What a cool airplane, man.
2,500.
Good morning. Established on the ILS.
Cool
runway
airplane.
34 right approach.
Qatar 1173, heavy Hamad Tower, roger, continue approach.
Flaps 10.
As it is now, sir.
No, I didn't say lights on, you fuck. Flaps 10. Flaps 10. Flaps 15.
Flaps 15.
How do I open this? Oh, there we go. Not really sure where they have us going.
Heading to course.
Oh, man. Chad, request go around procedures.
Yo, Greg, if we need to go around, we'll follow the published missed approach procedure. That means we'll descend altitude 3,000 feet, head to the designated holding pattern, and wait for further instructions from ATC. Let's keep it smooth,
Altitude,
bro.
3,000 feet. Selected.
Let me contact Hamad Tower, Qatar 1173. We missed our approach. We are going for a go around.
Qatar 1173, execute method approach procedure. Contact approach on 119.725.
220 knots. Selected.
Executing missed approach. Contacting approach on
Flaps 5.
119.725. Qatar 1173.
Approach.
Approach. Qatar 1173. Good morning. Descending 6,000 to 2500.
Flaps up.
Qatar 1173. Heavy approach identified. Good morning. Hamad QNH 1005. QNH 1005. Qatar 1173. Heavy.
Heading select. Heading 022. Selected. Altitude hold engaged. Auto
Sink rate.
throttle and speed known.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Hey, we're
Terrain,
almost
terrain. Pull up. Terrain, terrain. Pull up. Terrain, terrain. Pull up.
They almost have us crashing. I wonder why I didn't stop at 4,000 feet. Now let's finish making our turn. I'm flying manually right now.
Vertical speed engaged. Autopilot engaged. $1,000 to go.
We're pretty much right on line here. We're almost at BOSAP. Yep, there's BOSAP. And then H1192 should be just ahead there.
Altitude hold engaged.
All right. We're good for now. That's fucked saying tensions. You had us, like... That's a wild entry that you had us going in, man. Direct to H11... Yeah, that gave us, like, no time to get down for, you guys gotta do something about the way you see the altitude on these things. Because I tell you what, VATSIM wouldn't have made that mistake unless they were trying to troll you. Approach Qatar 1173, requesting vectors for landing. We are currently at 4,000 feet.
Qatar 1173, I'm extending your downwind for sequencing. Turn right heading 155 vectors for the ILS runway 34 right approach.
Heading 155. Set.
Turning right heading 155 vectors for the ILS runway 34 right approach. Qatar 1173. Qatar 1173, I need you on an extended downwind for a bit. Turn left heading 140 vectors for the ILS runway 34 right approach.
Heading 140. Set.
Left heading 140 vectors for the ILS runway 34 right approach. Qatar 1173.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
I can tell you, this is the first time I've really been looking forward to flying an airplane again after I do some studying. Like, I can't wait to dig into this material.
Master warning reset switch. Master warning
Oh,
reset
pushing
switch.
the right button gives
Map
us...
light control.
Oh, that must be part of the tutorial.
Glare shield light switch.
Alright, so is this really like an old dial?
Cockpit time.
Yeah, okay. This is like to help calculate. Oh, it's a timer. Oh.
Cockpit time.
Okay, I didn't know that was an actual timer. It looked like one, but... Alright, hopefully Say Intentions didn't forget about us. They've been known to do that before. Alright, I may get copyright stricken for this, but I don't care. I haven't listened to this soundtrack in a while. For Car Mechanic Simulator.
173, descend altitude 3500 feet.
Altitude 3,000.
Oh shit.
Descending to 3,500 feet. Qatar 1173.
Autopilot engaged.
Qatar 1173. Maintain altitude 3500 feet. Turn right heading 245.
Maintain 3,500 feet. Right heading 245. Qatar 1173.
Altitude hold engaged. Auto throttle and speed mode. 200 knots. Set.
Qatari 1173. Heavy, proceed direct. Hotel, Hotel 911. Descend altitude 2500 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared the ILS runway 34 right approach.
2,500 feet. Check. $1,000 to go.
Proceeding direct. Hotel, Hotel 911. Descending to 2500 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 34 right approach. Qatar 1173.
Selected.
So here's our, right here, HH911. That's where he wants us going to.
Knots. Check.
Flaps 5.
1,000 to go. Flight level change. Auto throttle and thrust run. 180 knots. Check. Set. Altitude hold engaged. Auto throttle in speed mode. Glide slope on. Localizer on.
Flaps 15.
Flaps 15.
Cabin crew, take your seats for landing.
Copy, Captain. Cabin is secure and crew are taking seats now.
Prepare, Captain. We are landing soon.
Sure thing.
Glide slope capture.
Alright, we're about 15 miles out now. We got the first ring. We're almost dead set on HH911. Yep. Right there.
Knots.
Qatari 1173, contact Hamad Tower on 118.025. Contacting Hamad Tower on 118. Hamad Tower, Qatari 1173. Good afternoon, established on the ILS runway 34.
Whoa,
right
why
approach.
are we...
Altitude hold engaged.
Qatari 1173, heavy Hamad Tower. Rogers, continue approach.
Yeah, we should not be descending,
Qatari 1173, heavy runway 34 right, wind 030 at 11. Clear to land.
We gotta wait for the glide slope indicator to come back down, man. We almost crashed again.
Qatari 1173, heavy.
I gotta change that setting. I gotta change it so the glide slope doesn't capture before and almost crash us.
Monitor speed 139 knots. Selected. Glide slope capture.
Flaps 25. Alright, glide slope has now been captured. I see the runway. Flaps full. I guess I should have said flaps 30.
Auto land 3.
What? Oh, auto land 3. Nah, we're gonna land it ourselves, actually. High control. Whoa, this is way different than PMDG or any of those other. Wow. I should have taken control sooner.
Runway 34 right.
So I could have had a little more time, or flown it by hand a little bit more. Okay, we are way high.
1,000.
Approaching 3, 4, right.
$500. 400. Approaching minimums. 300. Minimums. 200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20,
Auto throttle.
10,
500 above.
Flap 0.
Qatar 1173, contact ground on 120.225.
Switching to Ahmad ground, Qatar 1173. Good afternoon, cleared of runway, ready to taxi to the gate.
Qatar 1173, Hamad ground taxi to concourse A gate 125L via Alpha 4 Charlie. Good day.
Nice, that was fun, man.
Taxi to concourse Echo Gate 125 Lima via Alpha 4 Charlie. Qatari 1173.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Doha. Did you know that Doha is home to the Museum of Islamic Art, which houses one of the world's most complete collections of Islamic artifacts? We appreciate you flying with Qatar Airways today. Please remain seated until we reach our final parking position. On behalf of your flight crew, thank you for flying with Qatar Airways. The local time is 11:13 a.m. For those with connections, please note the following upcoming flights. Flight QR200 to Dubai, departing at 12:30 p.m. from gate 123. Flight QR500 to London, departing at 12:45 p.m. from gate 125. Thank you, and enjoy your time in Doha.
All right, you can just have us cross the middle, the median strip there. That's fine. No problem, say intentions. Whatever you say, pal. As we get, our tires get stuck in the mud. Look at that little ass Delta plane. There's no way that little ass Delta plane is over here. No way, that looks like a... Well, you know, that could be a 757, maybe. You can see some Emirates down there. All right, we're just going to park here. What? No way! No way! Say intentions. No way! Fuck off! There's no way LATAM would be here. Oh, no, actually, this is not say intention strap. Well, this could be say intention strap. No way! That could be, actually. But there's no way that airplane is over here in the Middle East. There's no fucking way. No way! No way Alaska Airlines is over here. This is an amazing airplane. If you guys don't have this, you need to get it. It is awesome. All right, let's go into replay mode and just take a look at... where's replay? All right, let's grab some takeoffs first. No! 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 Come back! No! Come on, please. Please. Don't fuck up. Don't do it. It's been such a struggle today. It's been so hard getting this airplane to work. Yay! Where are we at? And we are right on the runway. Oh shit. That's what I'm talking about. Put me right where I belong. Runway tower. No. Oh, you guys are so dumb. Come on, guys. Really? Really? That's how we're doing it? That's how we're going to do it? Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, well let's try the landing first then. That's not working either. Why is replay mode not working? That's really weird. But that really sucks. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. Let's see if I can figure this out real quick.
Approaching runway 34 right.
Oh, there's a bug. This is a while ago when they had this bug. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. It says Horizon. How do I get rid of this? Oh, default replay. But they've implemented their own flight recorder. You can set it up. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I didn't know you could do that. Let me take a look at this real quick. All right, let me... options. Autosave. Fly from left. Realistic parking brake. Thought I had that turned on. Let me turn that back on. Thought I had that on. Interaction. Autosave. No. Don't see it so far. All right, I'll find it later. All right, let's go through the shutdown checklist.
Shutdown. Park brake. Set. Set.
Override it.
APU selector. Start, then on.
Start, then on.
APU generator switch. On. On.
Skip this one, please.
Fuel control switches. Cut off. As required.
Never mind.
Seat belt selector. Off. Selected and checked. C1 and C2 air demand pump selectors. Off. Set and done. Left electric demand pump selector. Off. Selected. C1 and C2 electric primary pump switches. Off.
Off.
As required. Right electric demand pump selector. Off. In position. Fuel pump switches. Off. Set and done.
Pretty cool.
Beacon light switch. Off.
I like this kind of tutorial where they like walk you through everything.
Switch.
It's pretty dope, man. To me, that's worth the price of the airplane right there.
Transponder mode selected. Standby. As required. Ready for shutdown. Secure. Adiro switch. Off. Selected. Emergency light switch cover. Open. Open. Emergency light switch. Off. Set. Hatch switches. Off. Off. Ready for you to call the secure checklist. Secure. Adiro switch. Off.
Yeah, we already did all that. All right, let's turn the APU off. Turn the battery off. Very cool airplane, guys. Very, very cool. I don't think we're going to be able to leave, but let's try to walk out the door. I don't think we're going to be able to leave since we didn't have any stairs connected. It would be nice if there was a sound of the door opening. Very cool airplane, man. I'm telling you, this thing is dope as hell, man. I can't wait to fly this thing again. All right, well, that's about it for the stream. I appreciate everybody's patience with this tonight, but we are going to get better at this airplane. We're going to be learning about this thing. This is going to be a fun plane for us to be flying on a regular basis, man. I need to figure out how I can get rid of a lot of that air sound, especially when the APU came on. Oof. When the bleed air came on, that was rough. All right, I don't think I'm going to be back tomorrow. Possibly. If I come back tomorrow, I might just play a regular game. I don't know what we're going to do. It depends on how I feel tomorrow night. If I feel like talking a lot, I'll be on. If I don't feel like talking, you ain't going to hear about me for a few days. I'll be back on Wednesday. But yeah, man, that's about it. Hope you have a good Tuesday. And I will see y'all on the next episode of the Airplane Show. This is your internet pilot, Greg, signing off. And I will see y'all next time. See ya!